Hi, I had a court this morning with the City of Avon, and they sued me and last summer. And City of Avon Lake Municipal Court number was 250402 and A through G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G in cases. And court started at 9 a.m. and nobody was there at 9, but it technically started around 10. They sued me as junk. I had it in my house. And violation for the exterior property maintenance, my defenses. And it's not done. And signs. Like they didn't complain about anything, the words, they complain about the sizes and commercial vehicles in my house and structures improvements and utility easement, which is trees, this point they are talking about, and the conditions deemed in the nuisance, which is F, and they're talking about the building materials, lumbers, and last one is the same thing, is the barrel containers, metal, leather, piles of wood. And anyway, we started, and Jill Clements, I'll start it with, she's the zoning lady. And actually, before I started with her, and I sent the subpoena for the 10 people, and city give the motion squash subpoenas. It says, now comes A1 City Prosecutor's Office all through, it is counsel and moves the court to squash subpoenas issued to defend the 10 employees of the city of the A1, May 18, 2026. For reason for this motion are set forth in the memorandum attached hereto is the incorporated here by references. It's right there. I hope it's clear to see for everybody. But I didn't ask 10 bodies from city. It is the people is right there. This is only 4 people from the city. 6 people from around my house is the neighbors. City used to discriminate me, and the city thinks about everybody against to me is belongs to city. They're right. You know what I mean? I was all by myself, and there were 20 people there, and I don't know what the judgment is because my neck was killing me, and I didn't want to wait, and I have a court with the APL next week. I didn't want to wait for the judgment. Anyway, and then I left. Is the Jill Clemens was there, and then Emily Hansen building department, she wasn't there because they squashed it in the very beginning with. Mayor wasn't there. Ryan Cummins, which is city engineer, wasn't there. And John Gassier wasn't there. And Gary Smith, I saw him there, but his company Central South is the court didn't find the subpoenas address. Eleanor Stuckart, she wasn't there. I think they didn't make a delivery because she's old lady. And her daughter Cindy Rice and then Rick Rice was there with the 20 other people next to them. Trying to be sport. Amy Hagan was there. I don't know who is she, but she has been my neck. I don't know, she's gonna be my neck after these videos, but I hope she will, because I already report her for the FBI too. But we will see what's gonna be happen after these videos, what's gonna be happen. Anyway, and the court started, and Jill started to complain about my materials, and I asked where is the materials are. And I asked the question about what is the junk meaning, and she said she tried to be explained to me, and I said, can I see the junk's picture? I give exactly the question about the junk, where is the junks are, and I give exactly the details for, like, where is the location at, is the north of the garage, south of my house. They are not junk, but there is the only they can consider about the metal junk is there. And I said, okay, is it correct? Yeah. She said, might be, yeah. I said, can I see the picture? And there's no picture. They cannot check a picture because it's like 150 feet actually is the 200 feet from the road. They cannot able to see, you know, and they couldn't say anything. And then is they dropped the fence. And very begin with, I said, I don't want you to drop anything. I said, I want to keep going to do all your claims because there is a reason this fence didn't finish. Anyway, they dropped it. And I said, also, I have a fence post you claim very begin with. And why you are dropped it, why you didn't sue me. And I have also like a tandem axle truck load is the dirt. Why you didn't sue me that one? I mean, I'm telling you where is that. You can go ahead and sue me if you want to, but they didn't. But I'm returning the owner anyhow. And then the signs came up. And schedule of the maximum of the signs, I have a 6 square foot, actually 32. But it's the 6 because they don't know what the hell they are doing. I'm gonna be explaining in a minute. And commercial vehicles, I don't have a commercial vehicles in my house. And I have 2 semi-trailers. They are not commercial. I have been using them as a storage last 7 years. And they're not even, their tires is touching the ground. And they are not registered. They are not usable. And they are using for the, I'm using them as like a barn. Like long story short. And structure improvements for the utility easement. There is no structure, any structures in the road. There are trees, and they have been claiming it. And then is the nuisance is the building materials. I have it. I said yes, I do have a building materials. Can you please show me the picture? They tried to show me. I said what kind of materials I have? 2x4s and something. I said yes, I do have it. I have over 2 semi-loads. Building materials in my house, 6x6, 8x8, 6x8s, and I have lumbers. I have everything, correct, that you cannot see from road. They are all the way through the back, 300 feet south of road. How can you see them? They can't. Because Cinderize is making claim, and they are suing me. Do they have the evidence? No. I don't know how they see. I don't know, but is they are doing it. And then the same thing. And then she said, I have barrels. And I showed the wood barrels. Do I have any wood barrel? No. I don't have wood barrel in my property. Containers. I showed the kitchen containers. Like is the container cups. Are you talking about this? No. I don't have it. How about you talking about the shipping containers? Do I have this? No. Metal ladders. Regular metal ladders. I believe everybody has it in these metal ladders in the United States. And I hope you didn't come to my basement and see. Oh, I saw them in your driveway. I said, everybody can live in the driveway. I think it's not a public nuisance issue. Pile of wood. I said, what kind of wood? A 2x4s. Okay, ma'am, why you suing me same item again and again, again and again, again and again? You don't know what you're doing? Anyway, the court started up. It's the junk. I like to play the game with them because it's their stupidness. I love it, and most of you know I had the accident. My spine is broken. And I have a lot of pains, and then after the pains my necks get really bad and I can't keep going. Anyway, junks are not junk, and I tried to push her, and then she said, oh, they are junk. I said, according to what? According to you? Yeah, according to me. And what's the junk meaning? She didn't give anything. And then it says here is the wood, wires, junk items is wires. There's no wires. There's no wood. Even they don't have a picture for nothing. And that first degree misdemeanor, they want to go me jail. And I think 6 months is nothing. I really want to go 20 years. If judge let me to speak for everything, because it's the prosecutor of the city, they cut me up for everything. Oh, you can ask this, you can ask this, you can ask this, but I can ask anything, whatever I want when I make the videos right now. And I'm going to tell every single things. And whatever they did, and then whatever the corruptions they are in, whatever the organized crime they are in, and I'm going to say everything. And I'll finish these, and then I will keep going to every single each visual people I subpoenaed here. and all the issues I'm going to for each one is individually, and I will explain what's going on. Anyways, there is no junk. They dropped I think it's the fence too, and they told me, can you able to move the trees and then the signs? I said yes. I make the signs are like movable because they are on the stands. I was going to go in front of the city and protest them. That was my point. But after the accident, I couldn't able to do it, and they stuck in my house. And then also the trees I was going to move when the mayor came my house. I will explain to the mayor's video. And it is what it is. And plus is they are not a material. Trees are tree. And plus I plant those trees, each trees, as the city's requirement. You cannot let me move. I did, because I know you're gonna sue me when I plant them. You cannot let me move. I did 100% what is the city's ordinance codes asking. City requirements. You cannot let me move. I'm looking for the judgment. As soon as the judgment is done, I need to move because I cannot see. I asked the Jill Clements, if I give you the transportation engineering calculation, can you able to prove it? She said, no, of course you cannot, because you are not an engineer. Anyway, and then that was the other things. And then the commercial vehicles, as I said, I don't have a commercial vehicle in my driveway. I have a semi cab, but it's not registered. It's considered in United States. If it's not registered, it's not a commercial. Anyway, and then also I'm registered farmer in state of Ohio and the federal and U.S. agriculture. I'm eligible to be part of my own vehicles in my driveway, and this is a federal law. I can able to do it. Anybody can wants to Google it, And my house is the farm property, and structurism, I already said, is the nuisance. They drop the building materials, or they keep the building materials, because I told them, yeah, my building materials is not usable anymore because they have been waiting, and city didn't give me the permit. 4 years they asked the structural engineer stamp for the pole barn, and after that we got a 30 minutes break, and mayor came, and John Gassier came, the biggest corruptions, biggest organized crime boss, I believe, one of them. I don't know which one is bigger. Mayor is bigger, or is the John Gassier is bigger, and then we will decide it. But Emily Hansen came. City engineer didn't come, of course cannot, because there is a bunch of corruptions, and even the mayor didn't answer. Oh, I cannot. Prosecutor is jumping. Oh, it's objections. Anyway, this is the intro for today's court, and Lorain County Public Health, and they also sent it to my house, and then it is after they sue me, actually not before, after, because they cannot wait to sue me. They cannot wait for discriminate me. And actually I yelled them in the court, you are racist, narcissist, and fascist. And judge told me these are really heavy treatment. I said it's not. They are. And then now is the video for the A1 court for today, and number 1 is done. Next one will be Jill Clements. I am going to tell whatever happened with the court and whatever not happened in the court, and whatever she's doing behind me, and however she's spying, however she's monitoring me, however she's controlling with the police officers behind me. All the video records, I have it, and she's using her family, her kids, even to check my social medias. I have all kind of copies. I already get the copy from my Facebook, and that is the corruption number 1, and the organized crime, and Jill Clements. This is the video number 2. I'm ending here, and the video number 2 will be the Jill Clements. Thank you.